If you've spent any time in the investing space over the last couple of years, you've probably heard it. SCHD is dead money. SCHD can't keep up anymore. SCHD underperformed, so why even bother? And maybe you've even started to wonder the same thing yourself. Because let's be honest. Compared to flashy growth ETFs, compared to AI stocks, compared to momentum-driven markets, SCHD hasn't exactly been exciting. But here's the real question most investors are not asking. Is SCHD actually broken? Or is SCHD doing exactly what it was designed to do? In this video, we're going to slow everything down and look at real numbers, not headlines. Not emotions. Not YouTube hype. We'll break down SCHD's performance, dividend growth, income reliability, valuation, and long-term role in a modern portfolio heading into 2026. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why SCHD is not dead money, why it may be quietly setting up a comeback, and who should, and should not, be owning it right now. Hello viewers, if you are enjoying this content, and you do not want to miss future videos filled with even more tips, tricks, and inspiration, hit that subscribe button now to stay tuned with us and remember to comment and share. Let's get into it. What SCHD is actually designed to do. Before we talk about performance, we need to clear up one major misunderstanding. SCHD was never designed to beat the S&P 500 every year. It was never designed to chase tech rallies. It was never designed to outperform in speculative bull markets. SCHD is built for income, quality, and consistency. The Schwab U.S. Dividend Equity ETF focuses on companies with at least 10 years of dividend payments, strong free cash flow, sustainable payout ratios, high return on equity, financial durability. That means SCHD automatically filters out unprofitable growth stocks, heavily leveraged companies, dividend traps, companies cutting or suspending dividends. This is not an accident. This is a rules-based income strategy. So when investors complain that SCHD lags during speculative rallies, what they're really saying is that SCHD is doing its job. Why SCHD struggled in 2022 to 2025. Let's address the elephant in the room. Yes, SCHD underperformed during the recent cycle. But the reason matters. From 2022 through 2025, markets were dominated by rising interest rates, growth multiple compression, tech-led recoveries, AI-driven concentration, capital flowing into mega caps. That environment is structurally hostile to dividend ETFs. Why? Because dividend ETFs overweight mature companies, value-oriented sectors, financials, industrials, consumer staples. Meanwhile, capital piled into Magnificent Seven stocks, high beta growth, momentum strategies. SCHD didn't fail. The market simply wasn't rewarding its style. And historically, style cycles always rotate. The dead money myth. Let's talk about the phrase dead money. Dead money implies no growth, no income growth, no future relevance. But SCHD has continued to do something extremely important. It kept paying. It kept growing income. It kept compounding. Even during underperformance periods, SCHD's dividends didn't disappear. And that's where total return investors often miss the bigger picture. Price performance is only half the story. Income reinvestment is the other half. SCHD dividend growth, the quiet compounder. This is where SCHD shines. Over long periods, SCHD has delivered consistent dividend growth, even when price returns lagged. Dividend growth matters because it protects purchasing power, it compounds faster over time, it reduces reliance on selling shares, it smooths retirement cash flow. If you're reinvesting dividends, SCHD's boring periods are often when future returns are built. Lower prices plus steady payouts equal more shares. And more shares equal more income later. This is invisible in short-term charts but powerful over decades. Why SCHD looks different in 2026. Now let's talk about valuations. By heading into 2026, SCHD's underlying holdings are priced very differently than growth ETFs. Many SCHD companies are trading at lower price-to-earnings ratios, reasonable cash flow multiples, strong balance sheets, sustainable dividends. Meanwhile, growth ETFs are still pricing in perfect execution. Valuation matters more when interest rates stay elevated, earnings growth slows, markets become selective, and historically, this is when dividend strategies regain leadership. Income reliability in uncertain markets. One thing SCHD offers that growth ETFs do not is income certainty. You don't need to time the market, sell shares, predict tops and bottoms. Income arrives whether markets go up, sideways, or down. For retirees, near retirees, and income-focused investors, that matters more than beating an index in any single year. And as volatility increases, predictable cash flow becomes a premium feature. SCHD versus inflation. Another criticism of SCHD is inflation risk. But here's the nuance. SCHD's companies tend to have pricing power, stable demand, inflation-linked revenue streams. Dividend growth helps offset inflation far better than fixed income. Is SCHD perfect? No. Is it better than cash losing purchasing power? Absolutely. Total return versus lifestyle return. Here's a mindset shift most investors need. Total return looks good on paper. Lifestyle return pays your bills. SCHD is not built for bragging rights. It's built for sustainability. If your goal is funding expenses, reducing stress, avoiding forced selling, sleeping well at night, then SCHD plays a very specific role. And that role becomes more valuable as portfolios mature. Who SCHD is for, and who it is not. SCHD is for income investors, long-term holders, dividend reinvestors, retirees and pre-retirees, conservative portfolios. SCHD is not for short-term traders, momentum chasers, investors seeking maximum growth, speculative strategies. If you buy SCHD expecting QQQ-like returns, you'll always be disappointed. But if you buy SCHD for what it actually offers, it does its job extremely well. SCHD's 2026 comeback case. So, is SCHD dead money? The real numbers say no. SCHD didn't fail. It stayed disciplined. It kept paying. It kept compounding. And historically, that's exactly what sets up strong future performance. As markets rotate, valuations normalize, and income matters more again, SCHD's consistency could quietly turn into a comeback story. Not because it changed, but because the market eventually does. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe for more long-form ETF analysis, and let me know in the comments. Do you think SCHD is underrated heading into 2026, or are you staying on the growth side? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.